Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Sarah Vantine here with Ted Ings. Today we have the myKaarma panel, and Ted, lots of exciting opportunities for dealerships on the communication side of the business.
That's right, Sarah. Ujj Nath, the CEO of myKaarma, is here with us in Queens, New York. Ujj, welcome to Paragon.
Thank you, Ted. Thank you for inviting me here, especially at Paragon Honda with Brian. Amazing.
We're excited to have you be a part of our team and to help us with a journey to be frictionless. I think frictionless is aspirational, but to have less friction is not, and you're really helping us with that.
No, awesome.
So, Murat, give us some background and some color. How do we get there?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, I have a lot of conversations with our fixed ops team, and some of the common themes were fragmentation, and we took together a bunch of these platforms and softwares and stitched them together like a quilt. And we realized that there was customer breakdowns as it transitioned from one software to another. And I have a couple of guys on the team that were like, hey, we looked at a couple of different solutions. There's one solution that really stands out, and we think we can improve customer experience. And we can also bring the service advisor closer with each individual that services with us. And we think it's with myKaarma. And I said, no problem. Let's do a quick little example of how they work in the whole nine. We jumped on a Zoom call, and probably within the first 4 minutes, I timed everything out. I said, hey, let's sign them up. Let's move forward. I'm not concerned about what it's going to cost us because the additional
No, he's never concerned. You know what I mean? And I get shawled and, how much is this? But actually, even though we're spending a little bit more, we're saving because we've eliminated all the different layers, right? The pizza boxes.
Yes.
And you said a quilt, and I thought that's very nice, but it's more like a Frankenstein.
Very true.
What we had, because the other players in the customer workflow have disparate objectives, and they really didn't work well together. And I think what we're getting from myKaarma is integration, and I've been saying for a little while now, integration is the new frontier, and it really is.
Ujj, I'm curious because myKaarma works closely with dealerships on the customer communication side of fixed operations. From your perspective, where do you think the biggest gap is between what customers expect and what dealerships are currently delivering?
So the big thing that got me started, I had bad service, again, with a Honda store.
Not here, right?
Not here, in LA.
Please, again, look service.
And the thing that struck me, which Honda taught me, by the way, I did a lot of projects for Honda, is that you got to look at it from the customer's viewpoint and look at it, work backwards. And when we did that, we realized that the biggest problem is predictability. A customer comes in with a car, comes in for express service. Honda standard then was 43 minutes for a service. And you could end up there 3 hours, 2 hours, depending on what happened. And the communication was just not there. The customer didn't know what happened, why it's getting delayed. So to me, that's the basic tenet of our software. And we do three things. We make it convenient, we make it transparent, and we make it totally contextual. That's how you get an exceptional interactions. That's why we call ourselves a customer interaction management platform. So if you look at every interaction between a customer and a dealer, and you take the friction out of it, to your point, frictionless,
Less friction.
you get an amazing experience and you get very high retention.
But you know what I like, in my respect, is that Murat listened to the people that are on the front line. I listened to the technicians, he listened to the service advisors and the impediments that they were having. He didn't consult with me. He met with them. He took a demo of it and said, this is what I'd like to do. And you've got to give the autonomy to the people that are on the front line. And I think your product does that, and our team, thankfully, operates sort of the same way. There's let go of some of these legacy platforms.
So Honda taught us a word called Gemba. You go to the place and see for yourself.
Right.
So when I started the company, I was a service advisor for 16 months to learn the process. That's how I designed it. That's why it makes so much sense. It's all stitched together as one seamless experience.
And Murat, here at Paragon, it's a little bit different because you're not just open from 8 until 4. The hours here are around the clock. Tell us about that.
24 hours. Well, I mean, we want to be able to cater to the 8 million customers that we have within the 6-mile radius. And there's only so much oil changes that you can get done from 8 to 4. And we want to be able to cater to the TLC drivers that are actually working around the clock and need to fit, the time in to get their cars serviced, because that is their business. So the better their cars operate, the more they could be on the road. And and they don't want to be off the road at peak times. They want to be able to get it done when they're not costing themselves any money. And what better time than 2, 3 o'clock in the morning getting your tires replaced, your brakes replaced, and getting your oil change. And our team that's here at midnight is just as efficient, if not more efficient, than the teams here during the afternoon.
He's so polished. You want to murder the real estate, right? The boss says you can grow as much as you want as long as you don't have to spend any CapEx dollars. And so we had to figure out how to grow our business, how to expand our capacity without spending any money. And certainly you pay rent 24 hours a day, or you pay mortgage 24 hours a day. So why not use it all the time? I got Anthony sitting at, Anthony pulled it off. We extended the hours till 11 o'clock. And I said, hey, there's more there. And then he said, well, why don't we go 24 hours? And I'm like, okay. And you're going to hear all the impediments, all the reasons why you can't. You've got a union shop. They won't do it. Hey, the union's all for anything that expands their membership. So we just added members, protected the people that were here, added members. One day I'm coming back from the city. It's late. Oh, it's 11, 12 o'clock at night. I want to stop in and see this 24-hour service deal. I go inside. There's a card game going on. The guys, Uber guys playing it. It's jam-packed. It's like, I said, this place is like New York City. There's traffic 24 hours a day. So you don't know till you tried. And the job that these guys have done is great. And your product now is going to integrate really seamlessly with some of the other tools that we're using. And that's really the exciting part, to have people that are working together, not with disparate objectives, but with a single objective of satisfying the customer. I think that's really what that really,
It's free to my ears. It's really free flowing from one software to another. So that's super important to us.
Ujj, when we first met, I think it was about 6 or 7 years ago on the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I think at the time we had 500 or 600 dealerships. What's the number today with like?
Today, we're very fortunate. We're in 2,250 dealers, and we're adding 30, 40 a month.
just don't add them in my market, please.
We're not adding. See, the one thing we
Go right ahead. It's not the tool, it's how you use it, right?
Yeah, it's exactly how you use it. It's people first, process second, technology last. You get your people right, then you put the right processes in place. Technology will only amplify it.
You really, and we're going to talk about this later on today, but you really the people part is culture, right?
It's culture.
It's the culture. And we've got a bunch of guys with their war paint on. They just want more, right? They're excited about getting more. And you know what's nice now? It's not about the money, which I love. It's about they see things that are out there and they want it. And I think that's the culture that we're building here. We want to reward success and feed it and fuel that fire, right? Expand their head till it explodes, and then put it back together, tape it up, and do it again.
Ted, this is really exciting. Balancing efficiency with empathy and really helping dealers under pressure perform better with their communication.
That's right. Ujj, congratulations on all the great work you're doing at myKaarma.
Thank you very much. Thank you for.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, Ryan and Murat.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
It's
I'm Ted Ings with Sarah Vantine. We're here in Queens, New York with Brian Benstock, Murat, and Ujj Nath of myKaarma. And we will be right back.
Thank you.